So we're talking about places where we can actually afford the rent this morning, Mark.
We're going to talk about places where we can afford and places where we can't afford the rent. We're going to talk both sides of the equation.
Where are we starting? Most expensive?
Let's start with the most expensive, which shockingly, not shockingly,
Across
is
the
New
river?
York City. Yes, exactly. Average of about $4,600 a month for rent. That's a lot.
And this is for a
one
bedroom?
The average,
just overall
across across
for whatever the unit
platform.
size is.
Exactly.
Yeah. You sound surprised, Dave.
Well, I mean, I just figured there was some metric tied to that, whether it's one bedroom, two bedroom. That's a massive number
in New York City.
That's a mortgage.
One bedroom apartments, I know for a fact, can go for as much as $7,500 a month in some of these so-called luxury buildings.
I would say in the one bedroom, you can't find anything for less than, $3,000 is cheap for one bedroom.
And hence Mamdani leading the polls. He's made that his singular issue, affordability. He's no dummy.
Freeze the rent.
Sense. That makes sense. Okay, so what else is really expensive right now for rent?
San Francisco, still very expensive. Even with whatever issues they've had in the city and homelessness and other issues, the rent has stayed high. And, that's averaging about $3,300 a month. A lot less than New York, but, still not cheap by any means. Which then brings us to Jersey City, number 3.
It's number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's so close to New York.
Being across the Hudson, access to New York City. Built a lot of high rises over the last couple of years in Jersey City, and just the access to New York City, makes it an average of about $2,900 for Jersey City.
All right, Boston and Miami round out the top 5.
Right.
So let's talk about the cheap, because that's what people want to know is where can they afford to rent?
Number one, Akron, Ohio.
The home
I saw like a pause there. Nobody got excited about that.
I love Ohio, man. My whole family's from there. That's the home of LeBron James.
It is the home of LeBron James and the home of an average of about $750 in rent.
What?
$750? I mean, it's a nice town.
We need to go. Let's check it out.
I mean, for 5-6 months of rent in Akron, will cost you 1 month in New York City. Amazingly.
What
else is it?
Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas. Anyone excited about that?
Hey man, I'm a big fan of Wichita, Kansas. It's a really underrated town. Some great restaurants.
But will the family go with you, Dave?
Not a chance. I'd be going alone. But I'm saying, if you are not our age, and if you are looking for a startup town that's on the up, that is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of New York. I've got a 24-year-old daughter. She loves living in New York City. She loves going out. Of course, how should she afford to go out after paying the rent? Maybe daddy helps.
Bank of Dad.
The Bank of Dad. But, for young people, that's why they pay that type of money. But they say that the only, people that could afford, young people, to live in New York City are people in the tech, finance, or Bank of Daddy people.
All right, what else is affordable?
Mommy and daddy. Excuse me. Let's be politically correct here.
Yeah. What else is affordable?
Shreveport, Louisiana. Anybody been there? It's on the, it's on the Gulf. Southern charm. Something that probably a lot of people don't know about. Might be worth checking out. And rounding out our list, Oklahoma City and El Paso, Texas.
I've heard great things about Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
for
baby.
young people, and that it's
the Brickyard. They got a nice ballpark down there. Again, restaurants, like culture, nightlife. Oklahoma City's fantastic.
They've got the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder from the NBA.
That is right. They host the College World Series in softball every year, which is packed, which is a really underrated sporting event.
Exactly.
I think these are such good reminders, actually, because when you're in the tri-state area, as we all are at the moment, you can have blinders on and think that, well, this is where things happen and the kids are going to have to live here. No, the idea of the next generation moving to these new, cheaper but often vibrant cities is the way to go. That's what we should be encouraging our kids to do.
Yeah, and also the job market. Getting a job. A lot of these places now have opportunities. Plus hybrid. You don't have to live where you work. You can, work hybrid and live anywhere. You can live cheap and have a job in New York City.
We're seeing that trend reverse, though. Steadily, we are getting back to pre-pandemic.
It is shifting that way. But certainly hybrid works well. But hybrid, you're going to have to go to the office. So I don't think you're flying from Oklahoma City to New York City once a week to go to work.
No,
probably not.
But I do like the idea that,
right.
if you are from one part of the country, explore another part of the country, get to know it. I mean, in our business, we tended to move around from market to market. I mean, I spent time in North Carolina, Houston, Texas, and I loved the kind of
South Dakota, Oklahoma.
There you go.
Yeah,
being
man.
part of those cultures and learning that there are different, different cultures and different walks of life in our country. And it was fun for me anyway.
Yeah. Home is where the heart is.
All right, Mark. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.